Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Ringside Report MMA. Tonight on the show, we're previewing UFC Vegas 50, Ankalaev versus Santos. We're talking about why Fred hates the UFC store and lots of MMA going on all around the world this weekend, including some in Canada. Let's get Freddie and AJ. Let's get into it.
Let's go!
Indeed. What's up, dudes?
Oh my! What's up, bud?
Happy Mario Day.
You know what? I was about to say if there was something like associated. I saw Super Mario in the background looks so cool. But is it for real? It's Mario Day?
Yeah, it's Mario Day.
What about Luigi, man?
Do you know
That
why it's
sucks.
Mario Day?
No, man.
You guys don't
It's
know?
Italian. I don't know.
March 10th. Every March 10th is Mario Day. Mario Day. No?
No. Martin is French. What do you mean,
'cause,
Mario?
you know, March, the abbreviation for March is MAR, right? And then 10. And then if you put it there, it kind of looks like it says Mario. So a lot of people recognize March 10th as International
I get
Mario
it now.
Day. Okay? So
I just learned something new, man.
give me your best. Ho ho! Yippee! No?
Oh,
Wahoo!
It's a me.
There you go. There you go, Fred. Get into the spirit. It's a me, Mario. Luigi.
what do you call this?
Pinching the salt?
What do you call this?
I don't know. Cat
I bet you
paws?
don't know. No, man. Since it's Mario Day, this is a live Italian. This one is a dead one.
Oh, God. Rest in peace. Game over,
Listen, man.
as it may be.
But what about Luigi, man? That's not cool. You got days for Mario and nothing for Luigi, man. That's not cool. There's always like the black sheep in the family, man.
Luigi doesn't get a
Think
day,
about
only
it.
Mario. Well, it's Super Mario World. It's Mario Tennis, Mario Party. It's all about Mario. It's not Super Luigi World. Luigi doesn't get a game. He gets Luigi's Mansion. That's all Luigi gets.
Luigi needs a good crew around him, man, to take over. If you know what I mean.
You got to give it to him? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, AJ.
Soprano style, man.
What?
Luigi. Come here, Mario. Come and see the princess. Let me show you my little friend. Nobody gets it?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. At this point, you've lost all of us. Headstrom Bacon says it's also International Ranch Day. Thank you, Headstrom.
Yeehaw! Nice,
Headstrom
man.
Bacon watching us on Twitch. Shout out to everybody watching us on Twitch, Facebook, and, of course,
Oh, ranch dressing.
YouTube. Yeah, ranch. Got ranch? Ranch it up. Legalize ranch?
I thought ranch, like a cowboy ranch, but ranch dressing. Interesting, man.
Yeah.
Italian dressing with Super Mario Brother. I love it.
A ranch is not Italian dressing. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying it's true. It's ranch dressing. I thought it was like, okay,
No.
close enough.
I don't know what the hell you're talking. Like, Fred, what is happening with this guy? AJ, are you okay?
Actually, I took a hell of a lot of ginseng today, man. I can't even begin to tell you how many vials of
Yeah.
ginseng I had to take. I'm so tired, man.
There's something going on with you tonight. Like, you're a little off. Like your logic, nothing's connecting.
I'm trying to connect it. Ranch dressing, Mario Brother, Italian dressing. Can't you see the connection?
I
Yeah,
prefer
but-
Caesar.
There you go, man. What the hell? Caesar's Italian, man. He's not French. He ain't Canadian. He ain't American.
I don't.
Caesar's Italian, man.
Okay.
You know, Hawaiian pizza is from Canada.
Really?
What?
I figured
No.
it was the Hawaiians that came up with that.
Nope.
Well, basketball was invented in Canada. Just
You know what they call
Throw that
Hawaiian
out.
pizza in Hawaii?
what?
Pizza.
Listen, if you want to get shot at an Italian house, bring Hawaiian pizza. It's not going to go down good. It's not. No. You'll be disliked. It'll be like bringing a bundt cake or something.
Okay.
You know.
I didn't know that. My son's favorite style pizza is Hawaiian. He loves it. What are you
I
going
mean,
to
I
tell
love
him?
it
too,
also.
dude.
There you go. It's pretty good. Headstrom Bacon says
Correct.
ranch is poor man's Caesar dressing. I don't know about that. I think it's got different flavor. And they're basically the same I mean, when I say basically, they are exactly the same price If you go to the grocery store and you buy a bottle of Ranch or a bottle of Caesar, it's going to cost you the
No.
same thing.
Caesar's a little more expensive, Dave.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, man.
So you
it's
see-
a little bit more expensive.
Who does the
Let me
grocery
give you some
shopping in your
history.
house, AJ? Is it you or Lucy? Who goes to the store and gets the
We
food?
both do, man.
I
We
don't think
both
you
I know
do.
my grocery.
I don't think you
I know
do.
my shit when it comes to groceries, man. Trust me. Come shopping with me, man. My brother, listen, man.
A little bit of history. Sam Panopoulos is a Greek-born Canadian, created the first Hawaiian pizza.
Wow.
What? He's Greek, man.
Sam Pinocchio invented the first Hawaiian pizza.
Panopoulos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
a Greek
man.
guy.
Opa! Angelo, where's Angelo when we need him?
Yeah.
Oh, invented. Do you see that? In Chatham, Ontario. What the hell, man?
1962.
Oh, it's not that old. 1962. Hawaiian pizza hasn't been around for that long.
It's not that old.
All right. Well, Doug Hepburn says he loves when Mario gets those shrooms. I prefer stars and firepower myself. But Doug, of course, is a member of the team. Don't forget to join. Become a member. Join.ringsidereport.net. We appreciate you. Hit us up on Super Chat as well if you got any questions or comments throughout the show. I promise we will talk about fighting at some point. So far, we've covered Mario Day and pizza and ranch dressing versus Caesar. Anything else before we get to fights, guys? Or, you know?
Well, Johnny says there's Bret Hart pizza.
I don't
I'd
know
like to
what
see the
that
toppings
means.
on that, man.
What's a Bret Hart pizza?
Something pink and black. Doesn't sound good.
And lots of oil.
All right. Don't be disrespectful to Bret Hart.
Hey, man. There's a lot of oil on wrestlers. Come on, Dave. Johnny knows what I'm talking about.
This show's gone off the rails, I think. I think this show's over. I think we should end it at this point. It's gone too far, guys. It hasn't worked. It's what's happening.
We haven't brought up the fact why Freddie was so pissed today, man.
Oh, Fred was so mad. We'll get to why Fred hates the UFC store. I want to tell you guys about some fights happening. Of course, this weekend, it's UFC Vegas 50. Ankalaev versus Santos. I don't know if the production team can hear me, but it does say Ankalaev on our YouTube video title. And I can't change it right now while I'm doing the show. Maybe somebody working on the show could switch the first L in Ankalaev to a K, because it's Ankalaev, not Ankalaev. But it's okay. Sometimes typos happen, and I'm sure the team will fix it as I'm doing the show right now or as soon as it's over. So there's that. Ankalaev against Thiago Santos coming up on Saturday night. We'll tell you about that. I just wanted to tell you guys, Fred and AJ specifically, about all these fights that are happening around the world all the time that I'm sure you're unaware of, because I was mostly unaware of them until I did a little research this afternoon. So,
wait,
what? AJ interrupted me before I get into a whole thing. I was just like,
no, I was
just leading up to a thing. I was about to give you information, and of course AJ jumps in and interrupts me. And what? While I lose my train of thought and forget about the whole thing I was going to say.
No. I was going to say,
What?
Does it have to do anything with like Italian, like rugby and fighting and all that kind of stuff?
No.
Okay, continue.
Fuck off. So there's a lot of fights going on around the world, okay? And it's just amazing. I don't think people realize how many MMA promotions are doing shows that you could actually watch. It's not just like, oh, there's some random show in front of 100 people in Alabama or whatever. There's big shows, big promotions doing big events all over the world, all the time, outside of the UFC and even Bellator. So you've got the UFC on Saturday. You've got Bellator 276 on Saturday, too. There's an event in Vancouver tonight called Battlefield FC 71. It's at 10 o'clock tonight, and it's on UFC Fight Pass. You can be watching MMA tonight from Vancouver. Yeah, there's a Canadian show going on tonight. It's on Fight Pass at 10 o'clock. So watch that.
Anybody interesting?
I don't know. But you might see a guy that's like, oh, this guy's from Canada, and he's like 5-0, and he looks really good, and then in a couple fights he's in the UFC and fighting for a world title. You never know, right? It's just, I know AJ. See, Fred, you don't care. This is more for AJ, actually, than anything. Because, Fred, I know you don't care that much about just random MMA, but AJ and some people out there are willing to watch anybody and everybody fight. I like it, too. I'll tune into a random MMA event, even if I don't know anybody, just to see who's fighting, the quality of fighters, and just kind of what's going on around the world. I like to watch fighting no matter what. So Battlefield FC tonight on UFC Fight Pass. It's a Vancouver-based promotion, 10 o'clock. French MMA promotion. They're doing MMA events in France. Aries FC, they did a show today, which was, nighttime in France. Khabib has a promotion. You know Khabib? You guys remember Khabib,
Oh, yeah.
A Battlefield FC, not football club, fighting championship. Like UFC, it's Battlefield FC, right? FC, I know football club, but it's fighting championship. A lot of these leagues have FC attached, like UFC, Battlefield FC from Vancouver. Khabib's promotion is called Eagle FC. So Khabib has a promotion, Eagle FC. What, AJ?
This one here is showing Battle Fight League. Is it the same one?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's this one, the BFL, which is on in 9 minutes. It's like in 9 minutes they're showcasing like this fight, which is great, man. I'm gonna watch this, man.
Maybe it's called. Is it Battle Fight League? Did I get it wrong? BFL MMA.
Yes.
So what's
BFL,
Battlefield
Battle Fight
FC?
League.
Maybe that's something else.
You know what?
I swear I saw it called Battlefield FC somewhere else. Maybe I got it wrong. Oh, no, BFL. All right, well, there's Eagle FC. See, I'm confusing the MMA promotions. You're right, guys. It's BFL, Battle Fight League from Vancouver. It's going down tonight. Eagle FC is Khabib's promotion. They've got Kevin Lee fighting Diego Sanchez tomorrow night.
Crazy,
How about that?
man.
I saw that Thiago Silva is fighting for them. Here's a name from the past.
They're signing a lot of guys. They signed Junior Dos Santos.
Listen, man, the money is apparently there in the Eagle Fight League. If you look at some of the comments that have been going on, Kevin Lee basically says, no ill will towards the UFC, but it kind of sucks being famous but not being rich. I mean, Diego Sanchez says, how many billions does greedy UFC need before paying fighters properly? He says, listen, he's been a long-time venture with the UFC, and he's making money with Eagle FC. So Khabib is paying some good cash. I mean, these guys, are pushing the narrative, man. There's money to be made in Eagle FC, and
yeah, well, we'll see.
Nana's got to start kicking it up, man.
We'll see. I don't know if Eagle FC is going to take over from the UFC, but they've got former UFC fighters, Daryl Horcher on this card, Ray Borg, who used to fight in the UFC. He's on this card fighting Ricky Bandejas, who I think maybe fought in the UFC too. Anthony Hamilton fought in the UFC. He's on this one. And, of course, Diego Sanchez against Kevin Lee. And you could watch this for free tomorrow night on something called FLX Cast. And you could download it, some sort of app. So it's on tomorrow night. You could watch this Khabib Fight League for free.
I'll be doing that, that's for sure.
Probably not. I doubt you will.
No,
LFA.
I will. I'll be finding it for sure. Why not? Who just want to see Sanchez?
LFA is another big fight promotion, and they're mostly based in the States, but they're going to Brazil tomorrow night, and that show's going to be on UFC Fight Pass too. So just to kind of give you an idea of how many MMA shows are going on this weekend, right? Like there's some tonight, there was one in France today, there's a couple tomorrow, there's a couple Saturday, Yeah, and Headstrom Bacon saying Khabib have some of that oligarch money backing him. I don't know where the money comes from exactly for Eagle FC. I don't really want to know. But, I don't know. I mean, Khabib technically owns a promotion, and he made money from his fighting career, but I don't know.
Look, he's still on good terms with Dana White. Look, he's in good terms with Dana White. He's always fighting in Abu Dhabi. I mean, the guy, he does have some deep pockets somewhere. There's no doubt about it. Because even Kevin Lee says, listen, with Eagle FC, I'm making double the money than I made in UFC. Look, it's not like Kevin Lee was like. Let's
see how many shows they do.
But he's still making double the money.
Let's see how many shows they do. Because a lot of other promotions have been have existed, and they're like all like we're paying well, and in the end, those promotions, they end up disappearing after
Not
a
Eagle
while. So let's
FC,
see.
Freddie. Not at Eagle FC.
Let's see it,
I'm
man.
sorry to say
Let's
that.
see it.
Listen, man, I've watched quite a few fights from Eagle FC in Abu Dhabi, man. And let me tell you, they bring in a hell of a promotion. They bring in great fighters that have actually walked into the UFC, into Bellator, and vice versa, man. Just there's so many
So
Russian fighters
all right.
Eagle FC.
So all right. So tell me this: if a guy in Eagle FC is winning so much money, you're going to tell me he's going to stay in Eagle FC and not go to the UFC? Of course not.
No,
He's going to end
probably.
up in the UFC, man.
Look, I
Look,
agree with you
it's
on
good
one
to have
thing.
other promotions, but I don't believe in this, like, this is the place to be or whatever. Like, yeah, it's another place, and it's good for the market. The more places you have, the more offers there's going to be for fighters. But I don't think they're going to change anything.
No, but I believe this is that there's no doubt about it. The UFC is the Super Bowl of all like MMA combat leagues or federations or whatnot. But you're right. Like if you look at Eagle FC, some of the fights that I saw, man, they were like spectacular. And these other, we saw TKO and we had great fights from TKO.
Sure.
In fact,
Okay.
the last one was Cyril Gane that got into the
Okay.
championship heavyweight fight. What I'm trying to say, Dave, is that money is to be made from other places, most probably, because who knows what deep pockets they have. But the bottom line is to be recognized worldwide, you need to be in the UFC. You know, how many guys do you know like in Bellator compared to the UFC?
I think you're forgetting one major thing, AJ, is that your pockets could be as deep as you want. But at a certain point, like, I don't know who's backing this Khabib venture.
How many shows do you lose money before you get tired?
Well, that's it. You know, like, this is on something called FlexCast. Nobody knows what that is. Nobody has it. And it's free. So how are they making money with the broadcast? They're not, unless FlexCast is paying them some exorbitant amount to show their fights, which I really doubt that they're doing, because who the hell is FlexCast, and how is that working out? So if you're not making money on your fight promotion, there's only so long you're going to be paying guys like Kevin Lee and Diego Sanchez more than the UFC is willing to pay them. There's a reason why fight promotions don't pop up left and right, and why fight promotions tend to eventually go out of business, because it's really tough to run the promotion game. So you can say they have good fighters and everything, but are they selling tickets? Are they making money? They're not even selling pay-per-views, not even for sale. It's free. So I don't really understand their business model. And it's got to work. If you want to keep paying these guys money, you got to make money. Right, AJ? You understand that, right?
I agree. I absolutely agree. But
So,
if you look at
I
how
don't
many
see
fights
this
Eagle
working
FC
out.
has pumped out, look, they pumped out like 1, 2, 3,
And they've
4,
mostly
5,
been
6,
in,
7, 8, 9, 10 fights.
Russia. I don't know why you keep saying Abu Dhabi with Eagle FC, because I'm pretty sure
Well,
all their events have been in Russia. You're talking about all
Yeah.
these events you've seen supposedly in Abu Dhabi, but I think they've been
Well, it was
exclusively in
Khabib- it
Russia
was-
until now. Their first date in the U.S. I think they did one show in Kazakhstan, but mostly in Eastern Europe, so not in Abu
They've
Dhabi.
done it in Miami. They've done it in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
They've done actually this one coming up in Miami. Regardless, before Eagle FC, it was the guerrilla fighting organization or whatever it was that Khabib bought it from. But all those fighters were fighting in Abu Dhabi, and then he bought that network, Guerrilla FC or whatever it was, and turned it into Eagle FC. And those fighters fighting in Abu Dhabi and whatnot, which were like really killing the scene there. The MMA warriors in Abu Dhabi, they all transition. They all transitioned to the Eagle FC. But if you look at them, man, they've had like over a dozen fights, and all in 2020. Started in August 2021, August 22nd. So in 1 year, man, Khabib is doing pretty well. And like I looked at his partners, I don't know who these guys are, but like Hedstrom said, man, and Fred said, there's some deep pockets somewhere to be able to sustain this. And you know what? I can see Eagle FC being like really a place that's going to be kind of like a Bellator in the end, because the fighters coming out of there, man, are all champions in the UFC, or if not in Bellator. Let's be honest.
It might be a good feeder system for the UFC, like an LFA or that other one that they do in New Jersey. Like, there's a couple feeder leagues, where it's like kind of smaller promotion where they'll have some good fighters, and a lot of them will wind up in the UFC. But that's, I think, as far as Eagle FC goes. I don't think Eagle FC becomes a Bellator even where it's even that high a level. Like, Bellator is kind of second to the UFC right now.
Bellator is backed by Viacom. I mean, they got a lot of money. Like, we know who owns Bellator and all that. Whereas Eagle FC, I don't know, man. Like, I wish him the best of luck, but like Dave was saying, where are your revenues coming from? If there's no revenues, how many fight cards can you go? Like, what you're telling me, Kevin Lee's making his best money? That means he's probably making 6 figures. So is Diego Sanchez. Like, you got, like, where is this money coming from? At some point, you might have deep pockets, but nobody wants to just lose money. So I wish him the best, though. The more different promotions there are out there, the better it is for guys to negotiate a contract, especially guys that are just out of the UFC. If they got like Bellator, PFL, Eagle FC, all bidding for their services, that's just good for them. So I wish them the best. I hope it works. I'm just not convinced.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that PFL and all these other promotions exist, and it's good that Eagle FC is spending money, but I mean, there's a reason why we haven't really talked about Eagle FC until now, because they're doing the Diego Sanchez Kevin Lee fight this weekend, and that's their biggest fight to date, and it's kind of a joke fight. So there's no real reason to talk about them. You know what I mean? If you're an MMA fan, you're not tuning into Eagle FC unless you're really hardcore and you got nothing else going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, Fred's not watching this. AJ, you might watch it, but you might not. You'll probably forget that it's on and not tune in because no one will care. And no one will be talking about it.
I mean, it's Diego Sanchez. I might watch it for Diego.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be watching SmackDown. Adam Boric against Mads Burnell. Where is that fight taking place this weekend, guys? It's a main event of something.
Who?
I'll give you a guess. It's just a guessing game for you. I told you there's a bunch of fight promotions doing cards, and the main event, Adam Boric against Mads Burnell. AJ's Googling it. Nobody has a guess? It's the Bellator 276 main event. And that's all we have to say about Bellator 276. Who? I don't know who these guys are, but they're fighting each other in St. Louis, Missouri for it's a featherweight fight. It's not a belt, it's just a fight. Boric versus Burnell. I think they're good, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a 17-1 record. He looks pretty solid. I mean,
cool.
Where's he coming
but that's
out
a
of?
main event. It's a main
Yeah.
event, and we watch a lot of MMA, and we've never heard of either guy. The co-main event has Phil Davis taking on Julius Anglickas. I know Phil Davis, but that's Bellator 276 on Saturday. Not the strongest card from Bellator. I'm not going to watch that. You watching that?
It's free. Listen, man, it's free on YouTube in Canada. So, I mean, why not? I kind of do all the time. Every time there's a Bellator fight, I just throw it on.
Because the UFC's on at the same time. That's why I'm not watching
Back and
Bellator.
forth,
Because it's on Saturday night. I don't know. Back and forth or not, Because, it's like, why? Why? So a lot of MMA going on this weekend. And there'll be some fights I'll watch and some fights I won't. I will watch the Magomed Ankalaev Thiago Santos fight. That's for sure. That's going to be pretty damn good. That's coming up Saturday night in the main event of a legit MMA card. The UFC has put together a pretty solid fight night card for Fight Night Vegas 50. Thiago Santos, Magomed Ankalaev in the main event. Of course, our man Magomed Ankalaev, a big favorite, minus 600. Thiago Santos plus 400, the underdog. Ankalaev is on a big win streak. He's looking like a future champion at light heavyweight. Thiago Santos lost 3 straight, then came back, rebounded with a 5-round decision win over Johnny Walker last October. Thiago Santos, 38 years old. Magomed Ankalaev, quite a bit younger, 29 years of age. Big guy from Dagestan, Russia, Magomed Ankalaev. I've been telling you about this guy for years, and of course, you know where I'm going. I'm sticking with Magomed Ankalaev. I'm on the Magomed train. I'm not sure if he finishes Thiago Santos. Santos is tough to finish. I think this probably goes the distance, and Magomed wins on points. Freddie, what do you think? You got Magomed in this fight? It's Magomed time. And then maybe we have Magomed versus Yuri Prohaska at some point for the light heavyweight title this year or early next. I think Yuri probably takes that belt from Glover, and then we do Yuri versus Magomed for the belt. Let's go.
I got Magomed winning this fight, but I'll tell you what, man. He better win. Like, this is a fight he needs to win. Like, Thiago Santos won his last fight against Johnny Walker. But other than that, Thiago Santos has had ups and downs. You know, he's had a title shot, but I don't know. I think this is the type of fight, if Ankalaev wants to be a contender, he needs to win absolutely. And you say he could maybe fight Yuri. I don't know, man. I got Rakic probably as a better prospect than Ankalaev, man. Rakic is higher in the rankings. Rakic is going to get that title shot after against Yuri.
Oh, no.
No, but he's up there as a contender, you know, in the making. There's no doubt about it. These guys are like super well-rounded fighters. Freddie's got a point, but I don't see him against Ankalaev, man. And if you look at Ankalaev, he's 16-1, but really he should have been 17-0. That whole fight with Paul Craig was like he was smashing him, and then he made a mistake. Remember that, Dave? It was like a ridiculous fight, man. Like, he was winning every round, no problem. Made one mistake with about 7 seconds left to go in the third round, and he lost by 1 second because he got caught in an arm triangle, if I'm not mistaken. And that was, like, ridiculous. He would have been 17-0. This guy here, man, is so well-rounded. You know, there's no way. He tapped, man, with 1 second to go, man. It was ridiculous.
It happens.
He tapped with 1 second. Yeah. Listen, man, you know what? It was just one of those fights where,
Make him rematch Paul Craig, man. Give Rakic the title shot and make him rematch Paul Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. But he doesn't even care about Paul Craig. He actually said it. He goes, I don't want to know, like, I'm moving on forward. I messed up with that fight. You know, I don't even think about it till it was brought up, like, at the press conferences and things like that. But other than that, man, he's looking forward. I would like him to fight Paul Craig again just to redeem that loss, which was, like, unbelievable. 1 second tap out. It was crazy. But if that didn't happen, we'd be seeing a fight tonight, 17-0. No one likes to see that one loss in like, you know, into an upcoming champion. And I think that's exactly who he's going to be. This guy is a beast, man.
Fred, your boy Rakic, he lost a split decision to Volkan Ozdemir. Magomed smashed him last time they fought. Smashed Volkan Ozdemir. Get out of here with that Rakic bullshit, bro. It's Magomed time, bro. Magomed time.
You called it, man.
I've been calling it for years. This is the guy. This is big Khabib, giant Khabib. 205 live version of Khabib. Let's go.
Man, his wrestling is great, but his stand-up is, like, phenomenal. The only thing is sometimes he kind of goes slow and he takes his time. You know, he weighs out his opponent. But other than that, man, you're right. This guy is like a Khabib on steroids. Look, bad loss.
Yuri's going to beat them all, man. Yuri's going to beat Glover. After that, he'll beat Rakic. And after that, he'll beat Ankalaev.
Yuri's too wild.
Maybe Jan wants another rematch, and Yuri will beat him up. And, Yuri
gets hit too much. Yuri gets hit way too much. Magomed's more technical. Magomed will pick him apart. Magomed for champion. I love it. I love this light heavyweight division because we've got all these contenders that aren't even the champion, and we all think that this guy's going to be champ or that guy's going to be champ. 205 is a fun division right now. Magomed Ankalaev is one of the guys making it fun, and he needs to win against Thiago Santos. Coming off that win against Volkan in his last fight, it's time to get another big win over a former title challenger. Would be nice if he could put him away, but I don't think he can. I think Santos is tough. He'll play defense. He'll avoid getting finished, and he'll lose a decision. I got Magomed all day in this fight, but he's a heavy favorite, so we're going to pair him up. We're going to pair him up with some other fighters on this card. And you know what? Why waste time? Why fuck around? Team Dave parlay.
What already?
I'm going. I'm not messing around tonight, man.
I mean,
Why
Fred
mess around?
won last week. I think we should remind people.
Yeah, let's not forget Team Fred won last
that's
week.
Freddie's time, man.
Wait a second. What was your parlay last week, Fred? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Freddie's parlay was $20.
Mitchell,
they bet you $142,
Bryce Mitchell,
man. That's what I remember.
Kobe, I think, and what's his name there? Elliott?
Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott was the big underdog pick in that you scored big on. And then Bryce Mitchell, of course, who looked great. And then Kobe Covington. And that was Fred's 3-fight parlay. $20 got you about $142 over at bet99.com. So congratulations, Team Fred. Really nice. I think Team Dave was 1 fight away from the parlay coming through.
Team AJ as well. 5 out of 6, man.
Yeah. I think
5 out of 6.
I think I was 4 out of 5.
You were 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Freddie took home the gold, man. And that's the beautiful thing with Freddie's pick. $20 down brought you $142. Now that's a good pay. I was talking to some guys and they were like, "Damn, I should have went with Fred's pick." I'm like, man. Think about it, $20. Now that's what brings you money. And to be honest, we weren't too far away from it. We could have hit a trifecta.
With Fred's picks.
Yeah,
Fred should have went with Fred's picks, man. You know, but you know what? That's the way it is sometimes. But you know what? We were so close to that trifecta. But it was a good night. You know, man, what a crazy night, man. But we're gonna go with some good picks tonight for Saturday, and hopefully they come through, man.
Okay. I'm going to give you my picks here for Saturday, and I got a few good ones. We got Marlon Moraes in the co-main event taking on Song Yadong. I think Yadong winds up beating Marlon Moraes right now. Song Yadong is coming in as a pretty solid favorite. Minus 250, Moraes plus 200, the underdog. I agree with that, but I'm not really putting money on that one. Sodiq Yusuff coming in, taking on Alex Caceres. Yusuff coming off a loss to the very tough Arnold Allen. Caceres has won like 5 in a row. He's looking really sharp. Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres, plus 200 the dog. Yusuff minus 250 the favorite. That one, I would put a little bit on Alex Caceres. I'm not going to put Caceres in my parlay, but he's always dangerous. He's always... a guy that could win any fight, I think. He goes in there and he's a veteran. He is a tough fighter. I think Yusuff is all right, but I think it's always worth taking a look at Alex Caceres as an underdog in this one. But I'm not going to put him on my parlay.
Man.
If you want to put a couple bucks on Caceres, I'd go there. Yeah, AJ, well, you're
Yusuff
surprised
is too fast, man. Too fast, too strong. And Caceres, man, sometimes he's just too cold. And I think this is what's going to happen to him.
He's tall. He's tall. He's lanky. He's got good movement. He's got a good guillotine. He's dangerous. Watch him win, AJ. I don't think I'm going to put too much. I'm not going to put, a lot of money on Caceres. I'm not putting him on my parlay, but I might put a couple bucks on him as an underdog because I think he might be worth the value.
Look, he's doing well. He's got 5 wins in a row, 6 out of 7.
That's it.
But he's going up against this is a big step in competition. He's on a tear, but he's going up against Yusuff. That is like a big step up. He's just faster, stronger. I mean, look, I like Bruce Lee, but the problem is that I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off on this one.
Yusuff
I think his streak is coming to an end.
Relatively unproven. He hasn't done that much. He hasn't faced super tough competition. I don't know why you're so excited about this guy.
It's just that Bruce Lee. I'm not that I'm excited. It's just that, like, Bruce, sometimes, man, every time I go with him, he goes the opposite way. Even though he's on a win streak, man.
All right.
I don't know, man. It's just the size that bothers me the most.
Fred, any thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, I got Bruce Leroy in my parlay.
There you go. See, that's what
I got a 2 underdog parlay, man. So whenever you're ready, man. All
right, let's go right into it. I'm going to give you the Team Dave parlay here. Team Dave's parlay. I'm going to start it off. We're going to start the night off nice with the opening fight. Azamat Murzakhanov, an undefeated Russian fighter. Azamat, minus 186, the favorite. I got him with a win over Tafan Nachukwi. All right, I'm going with Azamat. to remain undefeated here. And then I'm going with the very tough kickboxer Alex Pereira taking on Bruno Silva. Pereira minus 184, the favorite. Pereira is the guy that beat Israel Adesanya in a kickboxing fight. He's one of the best kickboxers on the planet, scored an unbelievable flying knee knockout in his last fight. Bruno Silva is a guy who likes to stand and brawl, and I think that's going to be bad for him in this fight against Alex Pereira, who is very strong with tons of power and very technical standing up. I think Bruno Silva, who is tough, he may not get finished, but honestly, I see him getting knocked out because I think Pereira is just too dangerous. I got Pereira. I know Silva is a jiu-jitsu black belt, and people think he might take this fight to the ground, but that's really not what he does. Bruno Silva is a guy who stands and brawls with you and wins off the brawl and the power and the toughness, but with Alex Pereira, it won't be enough. And then I've got Magomed Ankalaev over Thiago Santos, minus 600. The payout's not great, guys, but I'm pretty confident in these bets. That's the thing. They're all favorites. It's a 3-fight parlay. $20 gets you 55.48 over at bet99.com. Double your money this weekend with Team Dave. All right? I kept it simple, guys. Real simple. Pereira, Ankalaev, and Murzakhanov. I'm going with all favorites. Not a huge payout, but I'm very confident in this parlay. I think this parlay wins this weekend, guys, so I like it.
There's some exciting fights on this card. I'm surprised you didn't even look at Chris Moutinho, man. I love this kid, man. This guy, man, when he fought Sean O'Malley.
Moutinho, don't forget. That's what I called him.
That's right.
And that's why I'm gonna go with my parlay right now because
give it to us.
I got Caceres and I got Guido Canetti because I just want to be right on this 0-3 Moutinho that I said. Like this guy, he's a fun fighter, but he's gonna lose, man. He's nothing special, man. So
what was the story with this
Canetti,
guy?
He fought Sean O'Malley. It was a bloodbath.
Oh yeah.
Who did he fight? Oh, O'Malley. Yeah,
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, and everybody wanted to give props to O'Malley for that, man. Come on, man. So yeah, Caceres, Guido Canetti. And I'm going to add Alex Pereira to that because Dave convinced me, and I had forgotten who was Alex Pereira, and now I remember, and I expect him to win. That's probably a lock of the night, I would say, the Alex Pereira. He's going to win that fight. So those three together, $20 gives you 208, man. Go for it. Team Fred.
Team Fred parlay. Alex Caceres, Guido Canetti, and Alex Pereira, $20 gets you 208.54 over at bet99.com. 208.64. Bet99.com. Bet with us. Use that promo code ringside when you do. So there's Team Fred, Caceres, Canetti, and Pereira. 3-fight parlay. AJ, you're on the clock. What do you got?
Well, I'm going to start with Alex Pereira for sure on this one. I mean, these are two kickboxers going at it, man. But this guy is unbelievable. In his last fight, like you said, man, what a way to come into the UFC. So tonight, or tomorrow night, I should say, or Saturday night. We're actually Thursday. Yeah, we're Saturday. I'm going with Pereira for the win. I'm going to go with, man, this is going to be a tough one. But I'm going to go with Terrence McKinney on this fight, even though he's coming in on a 2 weeks notice fight again. But this kid is unbelievable, man. So I'm going with him over Drew Dober. And the thing with Drew is that
I like
it's hard
McKinney.
to knock this guy out.
I think McKinney's a really good underdog. I'm not picking him in my parlay because I think he might lose and fuck up my parlay. But I think he's worth a look as an underdog coming in on short notice. I think he beats Drew Dober. I like Terrence McKinney there, so I think that's a solid pick. So who do you have so far? Pereira, McKinney, anybody else? Can we get through this?
Yeah,
parlay?
I'm going up the list, man. I'm gonna go with Carl Robertson on this. This is the only one where it could go either or, man.
I like Roundtree.
Could come out. Yeah, but if it goes down to the ground, man, Robertson is gonna be able to close it.
Okay.
He's a better grappler. He's just he's just a notch better. But it could go either or on this fight. So I'm going with the whim. I'm just going with my intuition. I'm going with Robertson on this.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go the opposite of you guys. I'm going to go with Yusuf. I think Yusuf is going to maul Alex. I don't think Alex's win streak is going to continue after coming into a real fighter, and this is where it's going to end. Then I'm going to go with Yadong. I'm going to go with Song Yadong. And again, this could go either or.
With Yadong. Huh?
With the big dong. I'm going to go with the big dong.
AJ loves the big dong. And Magomed, finally, can we get this parlay over with, AJ, or what?
Listen, man. No. There's, Magomed for sure, man. Let's go. I was going to go with another one on the parlay on the prelims, but
my God.
I agree. No. I take it easy there,
Killing
Dave.
me. How many?
But I agree with you on one thing. I think that Azamat coming into the UFC, I seen a couple of highlights on this guy. Holy smokes. This guy is sick. But
I think he's the lock. I think he's the lock of the night, Azamat.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? If I blow it, it'll blow right off the bat. I'm going with Azamat as well. Put him in my parlay.
Okay. AJ is going to throw you a 7-fight parlay. Cross your fingers for this one. Alex Pereira, minus 184. Terrence McKinney, plus 145. Carl Roberson, minus 132. Honestly, I think Roberson is where your parlay dies. Sodiq Yusuff, minus 250. Song Yadong, minus 250. Magomed Ankalaev, minus 600. And Azamat Murzakhanov, minus 186. $20 gets you $469.79. I mean, good luck to you, Team AJ. Good luck to you if you are
most of that card, that card looks possible except for the Khalil fight. That's the only one that bothers me.
So why'd you put it on your parlay?
Because AJ is going with his gut. I'm not backing away from it.
But your gut is telling you that Khalil might win, so you're betting against him?
No, it's not telling me. No. My gut is saying that Carl's going to win this.
Okay. But you're not sure, and you think you might lose on that one.
Look, that's the only one that bothers me. But you know what? Sometimes you got to go for the gold, man.
I think you always have to go for the gold.
I came close last week, 5 out of 6, man. If our buddy didn't blow it for us.
Yeah, he's not my buddy anymore.
Not mine either.
Okay.
I mean, he took a beating, man, like a warrior, and you guys are just gonna throw him to the curb like that.
Well, I forget his name. I don't care about him anymore. He's nothing to me. I don't know about him. I forget his name. He means nothing.
He's out of my. That's it. He's gone, man. Wiped.
How about this for a fight? Tony Ferguson against Michael Chandler at UFC 274, according to Sports Illustrated. That's a pretty good one.
That'd be nice if it actually happens.
Me too. I think Ferguson's
me too,
done.
Man. Listen, man, he'll come out and fight amazing, but the thing is that he can't take a beating anymore like he used to in the past. And Chandler's going to toss him a salad, man. There's no way he's going to last those 5 rounds. In fact,
toss his salad.
Well, yeah, toss him a salad. I didn't say toss his salad. What do you think I'm talking about, porn?
Yeah, toss him a salad. What the hell is that?
Oh, man. Don't
ranch dressing, tossing salad. What's going on there, Ranch?
Hey, it's International Ranch Day, man.
I know, and you're talking about tossing salads. What's happening?
There you go, man.
All right, Tony Ferguson's gonna get his solid tossed. Salad. Right. Salad. Okay, I think we're done, but I want to know about Fred. Fred, what's your beef?
What, with the UFC?
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to buy a Bryce Mitchell t-shirt, man.
Of
Tug
course.
Nasty, big fan here. Big fan, man. But anyways, man.
I love that you've embraced this guy. I love that this is your guy now. I don't know what it is about him that you like. Why do you like him so much? What is it? Why is he your boy?
Because he's not scared of controversy, man. I love those people, man. I don't have to agree with anything he says. I just love the fact that he just goes places. Too much political correctness in this fucking world these days, man. I embrace the outlaw, the guy that comes with different views, man.
Who does it better, him or Kobe?
Exactly.
Oh, Bryce, he's a much smarter. Kobe's just a loud.
Yeah.
Like Kobe's probably is racist. You know, like Kobe probably is racist.
So you think there's more substance to Bryce Mitchell?
If people say that about Bryce, I feel they're just being haters. Because Bryce is a very smart guy. He has a degree in economics, I found out, man. Yeah, the guy's a smart guy, man.
He's a rancher as well, man. He has a farm. You should see this guy. He's like really, really well educated, man.
I wanted a $35 t-shirt. and the shipping was $43 US, man. So like, I gotta pay like
What?
over $100 Canadian for one T-shirt, man.
Oh.
Wait a
That's
sec.
crazy, man.
You said
Come
the
on,
T-shirt is
UFC.
$35? You said the T-shirt's
Yeah, and the
$35
shipping is
and the shipping is
43.
that's ridiculous, man.
43.
Come
So
on,
that's
UFC.
78 US dollars for a T-shirt.
Sick. No, it doesn't make any logical sense. And that's what I don't understand, man. Like merch profits are like huge. Look at the WWE. I was looking at their merch stuff and the amount of people that buy stuff. Dave is a good example. Look in the back of him. It's nothing but like, he's got to put insurance on his house because he has so much merchandise. But the thing is that the UFC, it's not the first time I hear that it's so hard to get anything. So, you know what? They got to vamp it up, man. I don't know who's controlling their marketing team for merchandise and whatnot, but it doesn't make sense.
It's always sucked.
It doesn't make sense.
The UFC merch store has always sucked. The shipping has always been ridiculously expensive, and they barely have any kind of good merch to begin with. They never have sales. It's always overpriced. If you compare it to the WWE shop, I think WWE is like maybe $15 shipping compared to that $43 from the UFC. It's ridiculous. And WWE always has deals and stuff on their shirts. UFC needs to look at how WWE does merchandising and try and figure out a way to do a similar deal, because the products that the UFC put out, the merchandising is just, it's something that they could be making money on, and they're not. They're screwing up. They're dropping the ball.
Well, look, it's all Venom wear, right? There's a lot of Venom wear, which I love Venom way back before it was ever into the UFC. I have like some stuff here, some shorts from Venom. They're amazing quality. I'd love to buy some stuff from them, but you know what? If it's going to cost me double the price for something, what's the point?
That's the thing.
Does it make any sense?
I don't care. I don't care if it's Venom or Reebok. I want to buy a Bryce Mitchell shirt, man. So like, fuck those like deals with Reebok or Venom and all that. Like, let's make some fighter friendly shop where these guys get a percentage of sales and all that, and popular
idea,
fighters
Fred.
sell a
Yeah,
lot and
good
they make
idea.
money. I mean, come on, man. I don't
Freddie,
know.
money in the
I don't
banks,
care
man.
for Venom or Reebok.
You hear that,
Go
Dave?
Bryce Mitchell,
Freddie's got
man. The guy's
point, man.
giving money away to kids, man. Why don't you like that? He's giving money to
Yeah,
help
good
kids.
point, Freddie. Good point.
man.
You're right.
Bryce
He does.
Mitchell's the man.
He gave half his salary from that fight to
Well,
to
actually,
charity.
Dana said he doesn't have to because Dana's going to give it for him. But Bryce said he's still
Wow.
going to give a little money.
That's amazing, man. Good for him, man.
And he said
Now,
he's going
that's
to do
a
that
crack
every
act.
fight.
Man,
Yeah,
Great
good.
man.
holy smokes.
He
You
seems
man,
all right.
he- Veteran of
He
the
is
year.
a true American.
I like him. I'll
Listen,
tell-
That
I
was a
like
performance, man.
I like him. I like the way he fights. I like the way he
He's
fights,
amazing.
and I like his talking. I think he's an interesting character. You know, he's like, yeah. I liked his press conference after the fight. I watched it.
Country Khabib.
Yeah, he's a little bit like that. Like, okay, whatever. I don't agree with all the things that he believes or says or whatever, but I don't care. I think he's an interesting character. I think he's a hell of a fighter with a lot of potential. He could be
A lot of
he could be a
potential.
world champion. The guy looked unbelievable over Barbosa last weekend. He just looked so good. I think it was his coming out party. It's like, hey, look at this guy. He's legit. You know, he's not just some guy beating guys in the top 20. He could be a top 10 fighter. This guy is for real. So, yeah.
Man,
I
look,
like
his
him.
scrambles were
And Fred was gonna buy his T-shirt, and then he said the shipping was way too much. And then I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go on the UFC's website and see if I can find something that I want, and then we could share the shipping. And they didn't have any cool Magomed Ankalaev gear, but I'm actually browsing the UFC store right now. I'm seeing a pretty dope Khamzat
I like that
Chimaev
Kobe
shirt.
Miami shirt.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a Colby Covington shirt. That's where I draw the line. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like him that much to wear his shirt. Like, I'm not a big fan. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big fan of Colby Covington. I would rather wear a
Yeah, but he
shirt
fought
of
a good
somebody
fight,
that I
man.
like. Yeah, I mean, he's a good
he
fighter
fought
and
a
all,
good fight.
but I'd rather wear like a Stipe Miocic shirt or something, you know?
Those Cyril
Yeah.
Gane shirts were cool, but he lost his last fight. So
Yeah.
I think we should still
Yeah, but-
force AJ to buy one.
I am gonna buy it
AJ
because
should pay the
eventually
shipping for our order.
He should.
Listen, man. Eventually, Cyril will be the heavyweight champion. I'm telling you, there will be a point where Cyril will be that champion. Listen, I think they're gonna fight again, and I'm still gonna go with Cyril on this one. He came close, man.
Stipe versus Ty. That's gonna be good.
Is that happening?
Pretty much, man.
Really?
There's betting odds right now for it. So Stipe's a minus 220 favorite for that fight.
Wow. I'm surprised that Stipe is going for that. That's a big fight for Tai Tuivasa, man. Look at him. Although I could see myself getting one of these Kamaru Usman shirts, Fred. Maybe I'll get a Usman shirt.
Listen, man, why don't we get some of that merch and put it on Ringside, man? Like Freddie was saying, it's not a bad idea.
I don't know if we can do that. But you can get Ringside Report merch at merch.ringsidereport.net. Merch.ringsidereport.net. You could also get it at merch.ringsidereport.net. Get our merch, okay? Okay?
You listen, man. This is a shout out to Drake. Next time you drop your money of $275,000,
call me
some
first.
Of that into like Ringside. Yeah, put it into the Ringside
first,
team,
bro.
man. Seriously, Drake, man. And
Drake, next time you want to bet on a big fight, Drake, call me first. I'll tell you if it's a safe bet or not, because I have a feeling I watch more fighting than you do, Drake.
$275,000, man.
$20 gives you 140. My parlay, that means 200K would have gave him 1.4 million. I mean, come
exactly.
On, 200K on a Freddie parlay.
Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah, he should have gone with the Freddie parlay. He could have made 1.4 million, Drake. Come on, Drake. Yeah, man, I don't know, man.
We would have been famous on that, man.
He put
Freddie would have been like the next Jimmy the Greek. He would have been crazy.
He put $275,000 on Masvidal, and he lost it all, man. Come on, Drake.
Listen, it came close at one point. Masvidal, like I said, has a much stronger power behind that punch, and he dropped Colby. He dropped Colby to his knee at one point. If it would have been a little bit more, who knows what could have happened? But he dropped Colby.
It was a domination.
Man, Colby was taking a knee, man.
50-45.
Listen, Colby wanted it, I believe, 4 rounds to 1.
So easy.
You know, maybe 5-0. But he did drop him at one point. But anyways, all to say is that Drake...
55? How did he get 55 points?
50-44.
That's how much he won. It's a 10-point must system, but Kobe got 11 in each round. Fuck it. 55. That's how much.
11-8.
Yeah, every round was 11-6. Kobe. Domination.
Listen, man, and what I like about Colby is this, man. He turns around and he says, "Listen, Drake, you piece of shit. Next time you want to drop $275,000, put it on me because you just make shitty bets and shitty albums." And I was like, "Nah, listen, man. There's a lot of drama in the UFC, man. You don't catch that anywhere else, man."
Drake could buy and sell Kobe Covington if he wants to. Like Drake,
he lost $275,000 now, man.
You know how rich Drake is when he bets $275,000 and he doesn't even feel it when he loses it. You know how much money this guy has. Do you realize how big Drake is, AJ? I don't think he gives a shit what Kobe Covington says. He's like, haha, cool. I don't have to pay for the women I have sex with, Kobe. Fucking Kobe. You know what I mean? They're paying Drake just for the privilege of being around the man. This guy.
Listen, man, some people
Kobe's paying porn stars to hang out with him in his little YouTube videos. Drake doesn't have to pay any ladies to hang out with him, believe me.
You saw that clip where Kobe left a female reporter speechless because he said something like Dustin Poirier is having as much fun as when he's watching Conor with his wife, and the reporter just went like,
I didn't see that, but that's been Kobe's line, like, "Oh, Dustin Poirier, I'm gonna beat you up," and Conor McGregor has sex with your wife, and it's like, yeah, I mean, he doesn't, man. What are you talking about? It's ridiculous. He just says ridiculous shit.
He does, Dave. But he brings eyes, man. Like on my Danny Brook on YouTube, Kobe brought over like 800,000 views on something that I posted. So I'm telling you, man, the guy brings eyes. He's like full of drama and everything. But when it comes to like being like that true American, I'm with Freddie on that. I like Mitchell, man. He's really like, he really walks the walk and talks the talk. Kobe's just a showman, man. He's a McGregor, man.
I even searched on Apple Music for his rap album, but I didn't find it.
Who's rap?
He has a rap album. What?
Thug Nasty. He has a fucking country rap album.
No, he doesn't. Bryce Mitchell has a rap
He
album?
does, man.
What the
Country
fuck?
rap, man.
No, he
We
I
doesn't.
don't
gotta
know
get
if he
this
has
guy
an
on our show,
album. I
man.
know he has songs.
Really?
Google it. I'm telling you, man. Bryce Mitchell fan club.
We gotta get this guy on our show, man. We gotta get my PR Mark to make it happen.
Oh my god, he really does rap.
Would you
That's
like to have him?
ridiculous.
Listen,
That's-
this guy does everything, man. Farming, raising horses, you name it, man. It's Bryce Mitchell, man. The new
Wow.
Randy Couture of the U.S., man. Pure American.
So what a weird guy. He's so weird, this Bryce Mitchell guy. He raps too? What? He's like a farmer
He asked
from
Barbosa
Arkansas.
to pray after the fight. And Barbosa said yes, so they just went into a prayer together.
Oh my god.
Beautiful moment, man.
He's such a
Bryce
character.
Mitchell.
He's so weird. Like at first I thought he was a Kobe Covington type, but now I'm starting to think he's more like a Tony Ferguson. You know, he's got like Tony Ferguson, Diego Sanchez energy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a screw loose somewhere there. He might be a good guy and everything, but there's something a little off with this guy. He's weird.
Listen, man, he's not like those guys, that's for sure. I think
He
he
is.
is a bit.
He's great, man.
No,
Listen,
there's a
Tony
screw
Ferguson,
loose, bro. I'm telling you, he's a little wacky. If he's rapping and he's a farmer and he's a UFC fighter, this is a wacky dude. This little guy, he's got theories about flat Earth and shit, and he's rapping. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's a NASCAR fan too, man. Leave him alone.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Leave the guy alone, man.
I think among NASCAR fans, he's just regular. He's just like, yeah, a lot of guys like Bryce Mitchell in the Arkansas NASCAR country, you know? I would assume.
But you know what?
He
He turned me into a fan too. Not only based on his skills, but just his attitude and the way he was talking. You know what? He's going to be a good guy in the sport. He
I'm a
might
fan.
be a bit creepy.
I'm a fan too.
Yeah, you like him, man.
I'll be honest.
I like him.
I'll be
Ferguson,
honest.
man.
When I heard him say he ain't going nowhere to fight no war, I got a vibe of like Muhammad Ali saying like, "Ain't no Viet Cong ever called me the
That's
N-word."
right.
So I'm like, yeah,
True.
Bryce Mitchell, man, modern day Muhammad Ali,
Correct. Yeah. You're right.
anti-war.
I like what Hedstrom wrote. You see what Hedstrom wrote? That's funny, man.
Bryce Mitchell is gonna be he's gonna be that type of cultural icon, I think, for this generation. Ali-esque. That's how big Bryce Mitchell is gonna be. He's gonna make as much of an impact on this generation as Muhammad Ali made on the
Listen,
world.
he kind of reminds me of the aura of George minus the aliens. He found Jesus, George found aliens. I'm telling you, man, he's got like this George kind of
George doesn't
aura
milk
about him.
cows.
I'm telling you.
George isn't a farmer.
I'm sure he does. He's milked a few cows. I'll
Well,
just
George
keep
is
that
from
like,
Saint Isidore, man. You ever been to Saint Isidore,
come on,
man?
Freddie.
It's pretty,
Yeah,
it's
Dave.
pretty country.
I think
I'm
driven
just saying,
through.
like, I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just saying that's pretty country over there.
All right.
They got a statue of George there now. You could go visit the statue, man. It's a big thing.
Looks like Obama.
It does.
He looks like Obama. I was just about to say he kind of looks like Obama in that statue. But you know what? That's going to be our road trip this summer. Ringside Report team to go visit George Obama.
Saint Isidore.
Saint Isidore.
Pretty whack road
We
trip.
could go to some restaurant, some ranch restaurant there, and
Although Fred, I
have
think
some
we could
fun,
hit
man.
up. I think we could hit up certain shops around that area, if you know what I mean. Together, we have been meaning to do that, so we should probably just do that. AJ can.
What?
We'll trick AJ into eating something.
But I heard the best place is Oka for that, though. But yeah.
All right, let's go. That's a little further. Actually, Oka's not that far. Let's go to Oka. What are we waiting for?
But there's a nude beach there, by the way.
I know, AJ. You're very excited about it. You've been telling me about
We
it
do
for
some
years.
cheese.
I'm just saying, when you bring the family, be careful where you walk.
All right. I'll be back here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time with Johnny North
Hey,
for Wrestling
that's it?
Uncensored. We'll be talking about SmackDown and everything that happens there in Birmingham, Alabama.
You didn't mention Paige Van Zandt?
I talked about her last night on AEW Dynamite. Paige
Did
Van
you?
Zandt is a pro wrestler now. She's not an MMA fighter. So I talked about her on
Damn,
the
now I'm
wrestling
gonna
shows.
watch.
She signed
I
with
want her to
AEW.
get
watch
bigger than Ronda. I want Ronda to have to job to Paige. She'll
Well,
never do that.
they're in different promotions.
I know, but I want Paige to become so big that, you know, like she's the biggest ticket out there, and people just ask for a Ronda Page fight wherever it happens, AEW, WWE, who cares? I just want to see Ronda job.
Yeah, that'll never ever happen. And
I know.
From what I've seen from Paige Van Zandt in wrestling, like, you gotta be able to act a little bit in wrestling and like keep a straight face when you're trying to do things. There's like
She
Paige
smiles
Van
a
Zandt,
lot.
she smiles too much, and she's like kind of into it, and then she breaks character real quick because she realizes like, oh, this isn't real. It's just wrestling. It's just a show. Like, she's smiling for the cameras, and it's like, oh, yeah. Like, there's something about her that's just, it's not working so far. She hasn't done much in wrestling, but I don't know if she's gonna work long term as a wrestler. Whereas Ronda Rousey has proven herself to be pretty good. I saw Ronda wrestle last Sunday. I saw Ronda in person in Laval.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
You did?
Yeah, I saw Ronda.
Did you say hi on my part? Did you tell her I said hi?
Yeah, I talked to Ronda, and she says, please tell AJ to stop direct messaging me on Instagram. I hate that guy.
I'm
Yeah.
still gonna
I
continue.
blame him for my loss to Holly Holm. That's what Ronda said.
That's right. It was AJ's fault. Johnny
I-
North says
I called it.
Johnny North says if Paige can talk, she'll be huge. And I think you're right, John, but I'm not sure she can talk. Like, there's nothing about Paige Van Zandt and the promos and her talking ability that makes me think she's going to be this great promo. So I think without that,
Listen, man, she doesn't
it'll
need
be
to
rough.
talk, man.
She
Did you
does.
ever see her videos? She doesn't need to talk, bud. Her pics, man. You don't need to talk. She's gonna be very popular.
I mean, in
Trust me.
wrestling, you can't just be pretty. You also have to talk. Like, there's a lot of pretty people in wrestling, and they have to talk and wrestle, too. You can't just be pretty. That doesn't work. You know? Sorry, AJ.
My page.
I mean, you can do it. You can just be pretty and not be able to talk or do anything, but other people have to work for a living, AJ. Not like you handsome
hard,
devil. It's hard being
Thank you,
beautiful
man.
like AJ. 75
Listen,
years
man.
old and still
High
looks
karate, man.
nothing
High
over.
karate, bud.
You
Just
got a
dab a
high
bit
colonic?
here, you dab a bit there.
What?
Did you ever? What? High karate, man. Cologne. A little bit here.
You
a
wear
little bit
karate
there.
cone?
You didn't know that, man?
I don't know
I
what
still
the
have
hell you're
vintage
talking about.
cologne here. You
Yeah,
wouldn't know this
I've
stuff,
never worn
man. You
cologne
wouldn't
in
know
my
this
life.
stuff. Angelo would know. Your dad would probably know.
I don't think so. I've
High
never
karate,
I've
bud.
never worn cologne.
Classic
I
cologne,
don't even
man.
know how. I don't even know what you do. It's perfume. It's for ladies. Get out of here. I'm a man.
What the hell?
Fuck off. I'm not doing that.
The guy wearing the Super Mario shirt.
Super Daddy-O, bro.
Super Daddy-O, man. Soon enough, Dave is going to be a Super Daddy-O Part 2. Coming up, man.
Yeah.
Next week is our St. Patrick's Day show, by the way, just to let everyone know. So I'll be
No.
wearing
No.
some traditional gear.
No.
Why?
I
I got my gear, man. I got
I don't
it.
celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Why, you son of a bee?
I don't.
What?
I don't.
How dare you?
I dare. I celebrate Mario Day, but I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I'm not Irish. I don't.
Well, AJ is going to be decked out in his Irish best.
I'm not Irish, and I don't drink, so I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day. We don't do anything special for that. Vetoed.
What? Man,
Vetoed.
terrible, man. I wake up, I have my Irish coffee, man. It's a whole day, man, of music,
Do you really?
laughter. I swear, man, all the time. No fooling around with AJ, man. I was in the parade. I can't even tell you how many times I've been in that parade.
Fred, have you ever celebrated
Walking
St.
around-
Patrick's Day?
Nope.
Of course. Freddie is Quebecois.
Never.
See, of course
Exactly.
they celebrate.
They don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
I go to George Carlin route on that, where he didn't understand why people celebrated St. Patrick, and he goes like, proud to be Irish. What does that mean, man? Proudness is something you should feel when you accomplish something, not because you're born a certain way. So
Correct.
that's my view on
Let me
this
tell
whole,
you. You know
like,
what? You know, you have to be. Listen, let me explain to you something.
Correct.
St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland. That's an accomplishment. There's no snakes in Ireland. Cheers to
It
that.
doesn't change what I said.
Who
Being
gives a
proud
shit?
of being born somewhere
Well, you have to be.
is not accomplishing something.
Yeah.
You say that to Italians,
two
man. They're proud
cents.
of.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be proud of
Yeah.
just being from some. Hey, my mom and dad fucked, and then 9 months later, I was born in this spot. Look at me. I'm very impressive, eh? No, you're not impressive. Doesn't matter where you were born. Fred's right.
See, Dave understands what I'm saying.
That nationalistic bullshit, who gives a shit? It's dumb.
Well, I can't wait for St. Patrick's Day. To
You know
all
what
our
all that
Irish
stuff
fans,
does?
man.
All that stuff, it just divides us and separates us more as human beings. Everybody wants to be a part of a little tribe, a little line, a little thing, you know. Why don't we all come together and stop all this? I'm from this country, I'm from that country. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit where you're from?
Man, you guys, man. You're like Linus with the cloud, man. You can just like rain on the parade.
See, because Freddie and I are realistic, and we don't really come from any, like, you know, like one ethnic culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, AJ, you're super Italian. Both your parents are Italian. Their parents are Italian. Everybody in your family is Italian. Fred, he's like mixed. You know, he's got something here, something there. You know, his dad's Spanish. AJ's a space alien
I'm an
now.
African American.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, your dad was born where? In Morocco, right?
Exactly.
Right?
And I'm born in Canada. So
yeah, and he's
Africa,
got Spanish.
America.
And your mom is like French Canadian, and you know, like I've got different things in my background and stuff, so we don't have like, you know what I'm saying, Fred? Like you and I, we don't have one specific like cultural identity. If somebody was like, "What are you?" I'd be like, "I'm a guy." I don't know. I guess I'm a white guy. I guess
Fred.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
You're
Fred.
Fred. I'm Dave.
But I'm not the same as
AJ,
the other Fred.
but AJ would be like, I'm Italian. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that, and we realize that there's no real reason for any of that.
Listen, man, I still got my Ancestry DNA kit over here that I haven't used yet. So I'm like a little worried about that,
man.
like shooting it off and then
I'll
finding
laugh
out
if,
like
you're,
I have
if you're like only 60% Italian. If you're not over 60% Italian, I'm going to laugh at you.
Man, that's what bothers me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot it off.
Do it.
Man.
Doug Hepburn dropping a super chat. He says, "Gotta watch the movie The Leprechaun." I think that's a
man.
St. Patrick's Day tradition thing. I think, you know, if Wally in Ireland, our buddy Wally, is celebrating St. Patrick's Day, it's like a national holiday there. Like, sure, fine. You're in Ireland, you want to do it, fine. But people here and stuff celebrating St. Patrick's Day because their great-grandfather was maybe born in Ireland, it's like, come on, dude.
Hey, but how dare you, man? You know that Montreal has probably one of the longest Irish parades, or second longest in the world?
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, and I know that in Montreal there's a bunch of people who say they're Irish that were born in Montreal, so they're clearly Canadian. They're not Irish. You're not Irish unless you were born in Ireland.
Don't give Dave a kiss me, I'm Irish.
AJ, you're born in Montreal, right?
Yeah, you're Canadian, AJ.
That
You're not
works.
Italian.
That works for you.
You're not Italian, AJ. You're Canadian. You're not.
These guys.
Oh,
Were you born in Italy?
Canada.
No. You're Canadian.
What?
Deal with it.
You've
Sorry,
ever
AJ.
been to Italy at
I am
least?
Canadian. I'm proud Canadian.
Have you
Yeah,
been
when
to
I was
Italy?
young.
Yeah, when you were a little
Yeah.
kid, your parents took you and you don't remember, and
Little
you haven't
AJ.
gone back, and yet you still claim
Well,
Italy.
I
I
was
love
supposed to
Italy, and you celebrate everything Italian. Yet you're from here and you're not from Italy. So what the fuck?
Jesus, you guys, man.
Well, it's just dumb.
Just killed
Well,
AJ.
you're like
Yeah.
the Grim Reapers of
It's
of national
pointless.
pride, man.
Just be real.
Yeah, but you
real.
know how I'm gonna get you guys. I got a good way to get you guys back, and I can't wait. And it's gonna happen next year on the pitch in the summer. So the moment you guys wear any shirt, man, I'm blasting you. If it's not a Canadian shirt, you better not wear no Spanish shirt and no French
I mean,
France
Canada's
shirt.
going to the
because
World
PJ's
Cup,
wearing
man.
an Italian shirt.
I'm going for Canada, man. They're number one in the CONCACAF
Yeah, they're doing
right now,
good.
man.
They're
great,
doing
man.
very well.
Undefeated.
Canada's team. Yeah, man, they're
Alfonso
undefeated, man. And these guys,
Davies.
No, I'm gonna still cheer for France. Fuck Canada.
you bastard.
Benzema.
You know what I mean? Because
But listen,
because France is the team that I always root for, not because of any ancestry, because of their style of play, and I like the France national team. I think they have always had great players, and I like, you know, Thierry Henry and Zinedine Zidane and Frank Ribéry and all the great players that have come since. I love that team. So just because Canada's in the World Cup doesn't mean that I'll be cheering for them. I won't be. I'll still be cheering for France.
listen, man. Anything
Give
can
it to
happen.
me.
Canada
There we
can
go.
pull it off. Look at that. Holy
Azamat Murzakhanov!
shit. You know what your dad has to do is get the clip of you singing
For
way back, man.
Fuego Batayo! Marshall! Marshall!
Show.
All right.
Curse.
Hey,
All
boo!
right.
All right.
Well, thanks, Zidane. I have to thank
thanks.
Zidane for making Italy win the World Cup. Thank you, Zidane.
Yeah, well, remember the last World Cup where France won and Italy didn't even qualify? That was funny. That was a good
Well,
one.
listen, Italy has a bad. If they don't win,
Italy might
coming
not
up
even
against
qualify for the
Portugal-
next one, so don't be talking
word?
too much.
Oh, damn, AJ.
No, it's serious. Yeah, it's pretty bad considering they've lost one game in the last 30 or whatever.
Oh my
it is. Like they
God.
have a
It's like
record
in
now.
2-3 weeks
Yeah.
also.
If Italy doesn't
At the end of the
qualify,
month.
you're gonna see all St. Leonard in red and white in
It's
the
gonna be a
World Cup.
meltdown.
Oh, Canada, we've always loved you guys. Oh, Canada. AJ waving the flag. Oh yeah, proud to be Canadian. Italy, whatever. All these Italian guys all of a sudden coming out of the woodwork like, hey, I just got a Canadian jersey, man. Look at me, hey, Come on, guys, get it together. All right. I'll be back here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern time with Johnny
Let me
North.
remind you, Euro.
What? All right.
Let me remind you of the Euro.
Let me remind you that the show's over. Shut the fuck up. How about that? All
Italia.
right. I'll be
Italia.
back here tomorrow, 10 p.m. with Johnny. We'll be talking about pro wrestling, okay? SmackDown and shit like that. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to Doug Hepburn. You're the Super Chat leader of the night. And thank you to all the members tuning in here tonight. Angelo, Doug.
Super chat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Angelo just tied Doug. And he says, thank you for another great show. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you for the Super Chat. And Angelo and Doug tied for the lead here tonight. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate you. And I'll be back again tomorrow night, 10 p.m. here on the Ringside Report Network.